So you just started going to the gym or you've been going to the gym for a while and you can't help but wonder what is the best body type for building muscle? We're going to discuss right there in this video. Let's get right into it. First of all, my name is Himanshu. I help people transform their lives through fitness. You're clearly interested in that, so scroll down below, hit the subscribe and the post notification bell, and you'll never miss any of my uploads again. To know which body type is best for building muscle, we need to know how many body types there are. In the bodybuilding world, there are three main body types in the order of ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. Let's first take a look at ectomorph. Ectomorph is a person who is skinny in build and has a hard time putting on weight, whether it be fat or muscle. An ectomorph is usually tall as well, usually above 6 feet. This makes it even harder for them to gain muscle because it takes a lot more muscle to fill out their larger frame compared to a smaller one. I like to think that regardless of your body type, anyone can build muscle if you supplement it with the right diet and the training plan. An ectomorph body type may not be the best body type to build muscle, but if supplemented with the right diet and the right training plan, it can go a long way. So what can someone with an ectomorph body type do to build muscle effectively? Well, in terms of diet, you guys would have to double or triple the intake of food that you guys eat because of your fast metabolism. A fast metabolism means that you guys will burn more calories at rest and during activity, which means that you guys would have to eat a lot more to sustain your weight. In terms of how many calories you guys need to eat to gain muscle, I recommend you guys eating 500 to 700 calories on top of your maintenance calories. Along with the large amount of food, you guys would have to eat a big amount of protein as well. This is to maintain your muscle mass and not just your weight. Protein is crucial for ectomorphs because once you decrease the protein intake, you lose all that muscle that you gain, especially in the recovery phases once you completed a workout. In terms of how much protein to eat, I recommend you guys eat 1.4 grams of protein per pound of body weight. In terms of training, your best friend would be isolated exercises. This is because it will burn the least amount of calories while still maximizing muscle growth. This would mean that you'll be creating those micro tears in those muscle fibers that you're training in. This would be better as opposed to compound exercises where you would be burning twice the amount of calories while doing them, and you would have to eat twice the amount of calories to recover from their workout. In terms of cardio, I recommend you guys do no cardio at all. This is a big point because you'd be undoing all the hard work that you did in the gym. The next body type is mesomorph. This is the body type that everyone strives for, and it is known as the best body type to have in the fitness world. Mesomorphs usually have an athletic build, and they can be either short or tall. If you have this body type, you can build muscle fairly easily, but unlike ectomorphs, you will gain some fat as well in the process. Now, I just want to let you guys know that you can sometimes be a combination of two body types. Me personally, I'm a combination of mesomorph and endomorph, which we'll discuss later down in the video. But this is because I put on muscle quite easily, but then I put on fat quite easily as well. So for mesomorphs, in terms of diet to gain muscle, I recommend you guys just eat above maintenance calories. This would be equating to around 200 above maintenance calories. See how your body reacts to the surplus and adjust accordingly. If you feel like your body weight is remaining the same, then add 100 calories and see what happens next. If it seems like you're putting on too much fat, then just dial it back and add 100 calories at a time instead of 200 calories. It's important for you to trial and error the amount of calories that you eat because everyone's body reacts to it differently. I recommend you guys weigh yourselves every morning on an empty stomach and see how you progress every week. For mesomorphs, you guys would see a lot faster muscle growth compared to ectomorphs. Now, don't be discouraged if it's covered with a layer of fat. You can easily get rid of it provided that you have monitored yourself and not let yourself loose and did a dirty bulk. Notice how I always advocate for lean bulking. Even though you're an ectomorph, I advocate lean bulking because we want to get through the safest and the most healthiest route for you to gain muscle. Can you gain muscle while eating dirty as well? You probably can, but remember you started lifting weights because you want to be healthy and not because you just want to have your dream body as well. In terms of protein for mesomorphs, I recommend you guys eat at least 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. The leaner you are, generally you need more protein. In terms of training for mesomorphs, what I did and what I recommend that you guys do is to stick to a combination of compound movements and isolated movements as well. If you're first getting into weightlifting, I recommend you guys stick to only compound movements. This will build your core strength and bring your stability up as well. However, after about 6 months of training, you can start incorporating some isolated movements into your routine as well. And this goes for ectomorphs as well, by the way. You guys need to first build your foundation before moving on to isolated movements. What I did and what I recommend you guys do for mesomorphs is to start incorporating cardio only when you're cutting. I started cutting 2 years into my lifting journey. This is what I recommend you guys do as well. Build your foundation first, build the muscle first, and then reveal all that muscle after like 2 years of training. Now let's move on to endomorphs. Endomorphs are usually short and stocky in build. This is not usually a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. Endomorphs can build muscle at a rapid pace, but they put on fat at a rapid pace as well. In terms of diet, I recommend you guys eat at maintenance calories or just above maintenance calories, around 50 calories over maintenance. This will ensure muscle gain as well as you staying lean for the most part, but it will be harder to stay lean year round because the surplus calories will start to add up. This is why you guys should implement a cardio regimen to your routine as well. You can implement the cardio routine after you've gauged how much fat you've gained over a period of time, and then you can implement it and adjust it over time. Watching what you eat is the best advice I can give for you guys, because I'm half endomorph as well, so I resonate with you guys in terms of the amount of fat that we gain throughout a period of time. Again, make sure you guys trial and error with the amount of surplus calories that you guys eat. For example, if you guys are eating 100 surplus calories and you're gaining a little bit too much weight, then dial it down a notch. And if the opposite is happening with you guys should do the opposite as well. In terms of training, your best friend will be compound lifts. For example, bench press, squats, and deadlifts. I say this because compound movements burn twice as much calories as isolated movements. And this is because you're working multiple muscle groups at a time compared to isolated movements. So what does this mean? This means that you can eat more calories after you train, and you don't have to restrict yourself in terms of calories. This also means that you'll be getting bigger faster. For the sake of this video, in my opinion, the best body type there is will be a combination of ectomorph and mesomorph. This would mean that you'll be gaining muscle as fast as possible while still remaining lean as possible as well. You get both the benefit of a fast metabolism of an ectomorph and the muscle building capabilities of a mesomorph as well. Don't get me wrong though, because all body types are capable of some great physiques. For example, in the YouTube space, an example of an ectomorph would be David Lane. He has a great physique. You have people like Chris Bumstead, who is now a 3-time Mr. Olympia champion, who is a perfect mesomorph as well. Then you have guys like Nick Walker, who is a prime example of an endomorph. This just goes to show that if you put in the work, you can achieve anything, regardless if you're on PEDs or not. So my general advice for you guys would be to get all the information that I put in this video and make a regimen suited to your body type and pretty much follow it throughout a long period of time, and you'll get the results that you want. Just remember that changes in your body take a while to happen, months, even years, so just be patient and you'll get there. Just remember to execute on your plan every day, because your goals don't care about your feelings, so stick to it for the long run and you'll get there. I want this video to reach as much gym bros as possible, so I appreciate it if you guys can hit the like button down below for me. Leave me a comment down below and let me know any feedback on this video as well. And other than that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.